Hey guys, Corey from the Gorilla Pit Training, Nutrition and Lifestyle. Welcome to today's episode of the Daily Pit. What I'm going to chat about today, guys, is probably one of the first exercises that you would have ever learnt growing up, and it's the push-up. Okay, I'm going to give you my 3 top reasons why I love the push-up. All right, number 1 is it works. All right, that is why it has been around forever, and that is why it's still utilized today, because it works. When you're doing it right, it is such a great exercise, guys. You can actually load the muscles really well, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later on in my 3rd point. Point number 2 of why I love it is you do not need any equipment whatsoever. You can do a push-up as long as you have basically 1 square meter, depending on how tall you are. You can do a push-up anywhere, okay? So this is where it's a really good thing to add into supersets and giant sets and those types of overloading principles. After you pre-fatigue the muscle, you don't need to take up a lot of equipment. You just hit the deck and go straight into push-ups. My 3rd reason that I love the push-up, guys, is actually what's happening at the back through the motion of the push-ups, okay, to do with the shoulder blades or the scapula. Now, when we're doing our bench presses and incline presses and things like that, what we tend to do is we retract the scapulas and we hold them tight, okay? Now what that allows us to do is load more weight onto the bar because there's increased stability there. And that's really good. There's nothing wrong with that when you get a good load through these presses. But what the push-up actually allows us to do is incorporate a movement with the scapula where we can actually retract it and expand through it, okay? So we get that rolling or that winging of the scapula. And this is good because it's a natural reaction. It's what the scapula is designed to do. So by utilizing the push-up, we can now start to utilize that motion and start to hit a really good load through not only the chest, but a good range through the shoulders and triceps as well. So this is where we start to talk about the range and the function of the push-ups and how we can actually get major muscle disruption without using any weight, without using our body weight. All right, you can change up your grip, you can change up the tension, the tempo, and you're going to get a really good workout, and you're really going to tear those muscle fibers apart and get good growth. This is why it is such a good exercise, guys. So in short, start to add some push-ups into your workout. Now, depending on your strength, depending on your range of motion, depending on where you're at in your program, where you put them in, that's going to depend on the range of motion that you can do. It's going to depend on the rep range that you should do, and it's going to depend on the time under tension that you're going to get out of that. But throw them in there, guys. Like I said, there's a reason that they've been around forever, and it's because they work. So, guys, get back to the basics. Get into your push-ups. Load the chest, load the shoulders, load the tris, and let's get some wicked results. Cheers.